And welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and outstanding sponsors who make these live presentations possible. I'm Terry Ross coming to you live from North Medford High School, actually Spiegelberg Stadium today in Medford, Oregon. Cobb Field is where we are. And we thank you for joining us. This is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. And it features the Roseburg Indians coming to town to take on the North Medford Black Tornado, as the Black Tornado take the field right below us. We're pleased to bring you this game on Table Rock Sports .net in partnership with the Medford School District and our sponsor business partners who keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know that you appreciate their support. You can also help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Table Rock Sports, click on the red subscribe button, and if you've already done that, we say thank you to you. When we come back, we will take a quick look at what the coaches are thinking, or maybe not thinking so much. That's on the Bills Glass Pregame Coaches Corner. That comes up next, right here on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And we welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day. Right here on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. This is the Bills Glass Coaches Corner. Bills Glass, locally owned for almost 50 years. Right here in Southern Oregon. Let's talk a little bit about these teams. Roseburg is struggling. They're 0-4 on the season, 0-3 in conference play. The reason they're 0-4 is they had one game canceled because of air quality issues at about halftime. That was their second game of the season. So they're a little, but they're banged up. They are really banged up. And I was talking to Coach Dave Huberger, and I was talking to him before the game, and we're discussing being banged up. Why, They're minus quarterbacks number 1 and 2 for the rest of the year, by the way. So he was jokingly saying that they're accepting applications from anybody that thinks they can play quarterback. He's joking. But anyway, they are banged up. They are also minus a few linemen tonight. Tiger Black, their number 1 lineman, is out. Wyatt Mills is out. They've got others that are out. In fact, I was asking him about a couple of names. He said not to worry about them because they're not playing either. So they're really banged up right now. And, things happen in sports, as he said, and so you just make the best of it. But the team is playing hard. They are coming off of a loss to Sheldon, which is no crime this year, as they lost that one up there or last week when Sheldon came to Roseburg. But they're just having one of those years that you have sometimes in the cycle of sports, and every team gets to take their turn having all of the injuries, it seems like, and just ruining the season. So that's the way that's working out for them, but they can still be a formidable foe. And when I talked to Coach Nathan Chin of North Medford, whose team comes into this with a 3-2 overall record, but 3-0 in conference play, they have really, really picked it up since conference play has started, and getting a nice win last week up in Grants Pass 20-14. As he said, they beat us last year, talking about this Roseburg team, and so you have to be just a little bit leery. The problem is I asked him if this is the proverbial trap game where you're looking ahead to Sheldon and rejoicing about the victory that you had up in Grants Pass, and this game kind of gets lost between the two of them. But he wasn't so sure that was actually the case. He felt like his team wasn't going to fall into a trap game here at all, and was actually really ready to play this ball game. Trying to see how much time was left. It looks like there's only about a second, but they're just now having the kickoff, or the flip of the coin, and they canceled it. Now they get one. So Roseburg will be receiving, and Medford will kick this one off. So what that means for North Medford, as they're ready to go, and will be ready to go in just about 30 seconds here, what that means for North Medford is that we will see Knobloch Scott, JT Knobloch Scott, out there right away. And get the glasses on everybody. Take a look at who's doing what out there. So back deep for Roseburg. I can find them on the field. Is number 22 and number 4. So for them, that's going to be Landon Hodges and Caden Eckel. We'll see which one of them takes the kickoff. Well, nobody. That's just going to be a touchback. Get ourselves settled in here a little bit tonight. Roseburg begins. Playing at quarterback for them will be Jace Wilder, a senior, 6'1", weighs 190. As you say, he's not the. Make sure I got them. Yes, Jace Wilder Wilder taking a long time with the signal. Now he's back to pass. They're going to try and throw a little screen, but it's going to be knocked down by North Medford. Knocking that one down was Abbott. So Wilder incomplete on the first one. As most teams do these days, mostly the shotgun formation for the Indians. Hand this one off, and that's going to be Eckel. But Eckel's not going very far, I can tell you that. Gain of 5. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. I got a little further than I thought he was getting there. I looked at the pile, looked like they were going to push him back, and maybe he wouldn't get quite as much progress as it looked like was possible. But 3rd and 5 now for Roseburg from their own 25-yard line. Here comes the blitz, and there's a flag. False start. There are flags everywhere. Everybody threw their flag that time. Back it up 5. Be right back where we started, except now it's 3rd and 10 instead of 1st and 10. Three receivers for Roseburg out to their left. Wilder's left anyway. Wilder on the run again. Looking for somewhere to go. He's going to be sacked. Getting there is A.J. Pugliano. Pugliano. They told me it's actually Pugliano. Drops him for a 2-yard loss. I've heard their name pronounced many different ways over the season, but family says AJ, or one of them, Ty, one of them said it was Pugliano. Not sure who we asked tonight. I was in the locker room and I wasn't in there. Here we go. Here's the punt. High snap, but they're going to get it off. It's going to hit at the 50. Taken by Kelly right there. He's at the 40. He's at the 35. He breaks a tackle. He's at the 30. Spins away. Gets down to the 25. Pushes ahead to the 20. Finds himself down at about the 15-yard line. Kelly with the return of about 35 yards. So Pugliano, or Kelly, not Pugliano, Kelly there with a nice return of 35 yards. I'll tell you what, the Black Tornado have a short field, and there's only 9:58 to go here. We just played a couple of minutes in the opening. Lacey at quarterback, Ty at running back. Here goes AJ in motion, flags. On North Medford. Make it 1st and 15. Try it again. I can tell you who it was on, but I won't. He's slapping his helmet. Fake it to Ty. And Lacey is belted, and he fumbles it, and Lacey's on the ground hurt. They're going to pick it up. Lacey has the wind or something knocked out of him. He's on the ground. He hasn't moved yet. I don't want to speculate and make it sound worse than it is, but. And they're motioning. Oh, this doesn't look good at all. Yeah, we're going to take a timeout. This is going to take a moment. So we'll take a timeout here on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
What do you do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with Crispy Crunchy Chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
We'd like to say thank you to our sponsors for powering our live high school athletic streams. That includes our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. We also say thank you to our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, with 7 locations to serve you. They're still working on Caden Lacey. I'm not sure how much longer this is going to take. Let me pop my head out the window and see what kind of action I see going on. Yeah, this is going to be a little while. They're getting ready to open the gate, which the ambulance comes through, so that's going to take a little bit longer. So we'll be back. We'll continue to take a timeout and hope that Caden Lacey is all right on the Lithia Superstore game of the day.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
Make sure that a visit to Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill on the banks of the Rogue River is included on your next trip to Grants Pass. You'll find first-class food and a new menu awaiting you. It's the gym of the Thomason Hospitality Group. It's Tap Rock. It's a marvelous, marvelous place. We're in an injury delay at the moment, and it's going to be quite a long injury delay also, I can tell you that. Going to have to burn up some of my halftime information with the way this is going, but both teams are kneeling on the sidelines, as you can see the North Medford team doing so. But this is looks like a serious injury. The thing is that I have seen young people bounce back quickly. So all I can hope is that Caden Lacey bounces back quickly. 9:48 to go in the first quarter is where we're at. 0-0. And he just took a really hard shot. He was scrambling out to his left. And as he got out there in the open field, he was hit by one of the Roseburg's defensive players, and he was there will be absolutely no penalty flag thrown on this. It was a clean hit, and Lacey fumbled the ball. Roseburg has recovered the ball, but again, we're in a really long delay. So we just now hear the ambulance approaching, and so we'll be back with more on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
And we welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular. We are at Spiegelberg Stadium, Cobb Field, and we are in an injury timeout. So let's go over what else is happening around the state in 6A football. I mean, why not? We usually don't get much time to talk about what else is going on around the state. If we look at the rankings and just look at those for a couple of minutes and see who's playing what here. Number 1, Central Catholic. Got to find them. Is not playing tonight. They maybe are going to play tomorrow. Sometimes that happens up there. Oh, I was wrong about that. So let me check and make sure they didn't play last night. They played last night and defeated Gresham 49-0. So number 1, Central Catholic, keeps it rolling as far as as far as that goes. Number 2, Tualatin, is in action tonight. I just saw their name somewhere. There they are. They're taking on West Lynn, and what would be a big contest in the Three Rivers League. Both of those ball clubs ranked highly. West Lynn, of course, losing to Sheldon, but they're still ranked number 3 at the moment. So number 2, number 3 going at it there up north. That'd be a fun one to be at, wouldn't it? Number 4, Mountainside, out of the Beaverton area, is taking on Sunset. And Sunset comes in 3-2. Again, you're going to figure out that probably Mountainside's a little bit favored in that one, but could be a bit of a tussle. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll get to number 5, South Medford, later, as they're in action tonight. Number 7, Tigard, is also in action, as Tigard, we'll find him, is taking on Lake Ridge, and that should be I was going to say it should be a good ball game, but Tigard 5-0, Lake Ridge 2-3 overall. So some of the top teams that are in action, they're all playing games that conceivably, at least on a piece of paper, are winning, except for maybe the Tualatin West Lynn game, which may be a little harder to figure out who's going to win that one. Looks like they're about ready to end the injury timeout, maybe in a couple of minutes. So we'll be back, hopefully, with football right after this on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind, or discovering a place that feeds your hunger, where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore? So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
And we're just about ready to get back to football. Both teams are gathered around Caden Lacey, the injured player. He's going to be carted off the field. Getting ready to come in at quarterback. It looks like it's non-block Scott. So he'll take over. Saw him take over at quarterback up in Bend. And he's not listed as a quarterback. He's listed as the kicker and the punter. But your other quarterback is Traeger Healy, who's a freshman. So maybe put the senior in at quarterback. It certainly changes the complexion of the game, though. We will have to say that. As now all of a sudden, neither team will be playing with their starting quarterback. We're going to have a few more minutes. They're going to let these teams stretch out and get warmed up again. It won't take too long. They're not going to get 3-4 minutes to do this. So just a couple of minutes on the sidelines and just stretch out for about a minute or so. Make sure that nobody gets injured. Knobloch Scott continues to warm up on the other sideline, the far sideline from us. Today's game is being brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from Pinnacle 365. They are fueling your adventure to see 21 Pilots in Portland. Download the Peak Rewards app to earn free fountain drinks and coffee. They're more of a warm-up than I thought they were going to have. Roseburg down below our vantage point here in the press box. They're pretty much ready to go. Ready to play. Medford, North Medford still warming up. Stretching out real good. They're going to go one more time. Another 5 yards back to the goal line. Officials will give them as much time as they want, really. I guess within reason. Roseburg will start with the ball. They recovered it. And they'll be at the North Medford 38-yard line. As I said, that changes the whole complexion of this ball game entirely. Not only the turnover, does that change things, but the fact now that neither team has a true starting quarterback playing quarterback. They don't even have their backups playing. They play quarterback, playing quarterback. So, yeah, we'll see. Over in Bend, when Caden Lacey hurt his knee and had to come out of the game for the rest of the game, although he was able to pretty much get over that and be back by the next game against North Salem. But Knobloch Scott came in and held down things, did a reasonable job against a really good defense. I think when we went over to Bend, didn't really understand how good that defense was. But they are a really good defense, and if they don't win or at least think about winning the 5A, there would be something maybe wrong there. But they're a really good 5A ball club. Both teams continue to still get loose. The teams are working at it, but now the officials are getting themselves loose, and there we go. North Medford breaks for the huddle. Roseburg takes a final run out to the hash mark. And I'll come back to the sideline. I think the officials are about ready to say, let's do it. These things are hard on everybody. They really are. The flow of the game gets interrupted. The mind becomes distracted. It's hard for everybody to get going again. I'll see which team can recover the quickest. Here comes Roseburg. Wilder. And a quarterback. Roseburg's run 3 plays. I forgot to mark down that North Medford lost about 21 yards on that play. We'll mark that down here quickly. There's a gain of 3 on the play. Wilder will turn and hand it to Eckel. Nope, going to keep it himself. He's not going anywhere. He got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe. Looks like he actually lost about a yard. Third and 6. I think it's a passing situation for Roseburg. Wilder back to pass, going to throw a little screen out to Eckel. Eckel's not going anywhere. No gain on that one. And it becomes 4th and 6. And we have timeout. They're removing an equipment issue. Long count this time, trying to draw North Medford offside. Make their situation a little easier. The last second now, the official's looking at his watch. He's got his hand up, down to 10. They got it off. And they tried to go for it. Nothing doing. They tried to run Wilder. Wilder ended up losing 3. So North Medford will take over at the Roseburg 45. See if they can run more than one play. Non-block Scott and a quarterback. Hand it off to Ty. Ty will take it not very far, 1 yard. Second and 9. AJ in motion. Give it off to Ty. Ty finds room. He's at the 40. Pops it out to the outside to the 35. Gets it down close to the 30-yard line. We'll have it down to the 30-yard line. 14 yards and a first down for the Black Tornado. Give it off to Ty again. This time he looks for space more up the middle than to the left or to the right. Oh, kind of the right middle. He'll take it down to the, until they officially mark it, 28-yard line. Second and 8. He's only got a couple. Here's Ty right up the middle. He's at the 20 and tumbling down inside the 20-yard line to the 18 is about looks like where they're going to put. It will be, and it's a 10-yard gain and a first down. North Medford driving nicely here with 6:26 to go. First period. High snap, but they get it off to Ty anyway. Ty finds some room inside the 15. Looks like it'll be very close to the 14-yard line. 4 more. Second and 6. Right now, Pugliano, just give it to Ty Pugliano and let him run it. Give it to him again, looking for space, trying to go to the left. There's nowhere to go. Going to lose about a yard on that one. Down at the 15-yard line. Get it out to the outside. Touchdown, Black Tornado. At that time, Knobloch Scott got it to Cesario. So one pass and the extra point is good. Need to catch up with my beloved computer here. We had a we got a big issue. We'll be back anyway, right here on TableRockSports.net.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Fuel up for your race day adventures with Pinnacle 365. Pit for your early morning caffeine fix to help you get off to a good start and be rewarded with free motivation. Stay hydrated as you ride into Turn 2. And if fountain drinks are your thing, get your 6th free. Add Crunch to your lunch as you head into Turn 3. Fuel up for the remainder of the race with your Peak Rewards app and save at least 16 cents a gallon. Your daily journey to the winner's circle starts at Pinnacle 365.
They had a really quick time out there and got back to playing again as I do this in front of you. I apologize for that, but got to get the right scoreboard here to make things work. So touchdown for North Medford. The extra point was good. There's a loss of 4. Second and 14. Give it off to Eckel again. Eckel doesn't get much, if anything, out of it. Out to the 17-yard line. Back to pass. Wilder looking. Fires this one deep. Has a man incomplete. Now Roseburg's ready to punt it. Taken by Kelly at the 49. Looking for room. He's to the 45. Fumbles the ball and falling on it for Roseburg, Kyler Mills. Roseburg hits it right back at their own 42-yard line. Eckel pitches it to Wilder. Wilder gets away. He's at the 50-yard line and brought down, I think you're going to say at the 49. Indeed they are. Gain of 9 for Eckel. Wilder almost brought down, but he pitched it at the last moment. Hit the ground right up to Eckel, though, who got loose. Give it to Eckel again. He finds a hole. He's out at the 50. He's outside. He's almost down to the 40. He is down to the 41-yard line. Eckel with a gain of 8. Timeout by the official. Chain is all tangled up. Well, what can we say? Continue to work on things right here while you're watching me. Huh? It's not a good way to do things, I suppose. I think they got the change straightened out. Actually, I think the chain broke is what it did. Trying to get the right color there, Roseburg fans. Game from the 40, from the North Medford 41-yard line, 1st and 10. Fake it. Wilder will keep it right up the middle, and he'll get it down to the 38-yard line. He'll get 3 out of it. Time to Eckel. Eckel has space. He is at the 30-yard line where he stood up. I think they're actually going to give him progress down to the 29. They will. That'll be a gain of 8 for Eckel. He's kind of doing North Medford in right now. Eccles dropped for a loss. See where they actually put this. It's going to be dropped for a 2-yard loss. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So we've made it through one. And at the end of one, the John L. Scott scoreboard reads North Medford 7, Roseburg nothing. We're back after this on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
How do you find information about paying for medical treatment after a car crash? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
I just got the best deal at US Cellular. Just $29 for one line.
For the first month only, right? That's how they get you.
For as long as I want. Why so skeptical?
I was told she'd weigh 30 pounds.
Get unlimited data for just $29 per line, even just one, only at US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Get one line for just $29 at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive US Cellular authorized agent. Visit souscellular.com for details.
So what do you do when you can't work because you were injured on the job? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
We return for period number 2, 7-zip. Whistles before the play ever gets started. An offside, false start, illegal motion, all of that for Roseburg. That'll make it 2nd and 18. The Wilder's pass incomplete. He was under a lot of pressure. He's completed one pass, but that didn't go for any yardage. Now he's over on the sideline having a discussion with the coach. Wilder back again. Now he begins to scramble, stops, wanted to throw it, dropped. At the 34-yard line. He'll get a couple. He's going to be their leading rusher before long, but only because he's under so much pressure, he's having to take off and run almost every play. And timeout. Roseburg will take one with them. 11:01 to go, second period. It's the Black Tornado 7, Roseburg nothing on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
New phone?
Yeah. With US Cellular, I got to pick any phone that I wanted for free. And I was already a customer.
Any brand? With any size?
Mm-hmm. I got exactly what I wanted. It was great to have so many different options.
New and current customers can get any phone from any brand free, only at US Cellular.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams.
Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. And there was a lot that happened on that play. The Wilder took off on a dead sprint, had the first down, but as he was tackled and was upended, he fumbled the ball away. There was also a holding penalty on Roseburg, which was declined by North Medford, and now they have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Give it off to Ty. Ty's got all kinds of space. He's out across the 30. He'll be at the 33-yard line, it looks like. Gain 1st and 10. He's out to the 34. Non-block Scott back to pass, rolling, fires it deep, got his man, AJ, down at the Roseburg 37-yard line. That'll work, 33 yards. Well, that'll get them down into Roseburg territory again. 9:50 to go, second period from the 37-yard line. Non-block Scott gives it off to Ty. No, he doesn't give it off to Ty. He gives it off to the other guy who will have to get his name, but he's going to score. Touchdown, Black Tornado from 38 yards out. I'm going to take a stab at the last name. They've told me once, and I'm like everybody else, man. I can hardly ever remember how to pronounce it, but I believe it's Walehua. I think I got it right. So Walehua takes it in. The extra point is good. Well, I was trying to figure out how to say his name. And we now have timeout on the field as North Medford leads this one by 14 in the second period on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
As we come back, you can see the kickoff. Gonna be buried at about the 15-yard line. Doing a little bookwork here. So Roseburg will start fairly deep in their own territory, 18-yard line, with 9:30 to go. Now they trail by 2 touchdowns. Wilder sends a man in motion. Give it to Eckel. Eckel is buried. They're going to give him the line of scrimmage. Looks like it. Oh, we're going to give him a 1-yard loss. Put it back at the... Oh, we're going to give him a 0 gain on it. They keep it right at the 18-yard line. Pretty much a half-yard loss is really what it was, but we'll just go with no gain. The nose of the ball is really close to the 18-yard line. 2nd and 10 from the 18. Again, man in motion. Wilder running at this time. He's out to the near the 20. 21-yard line. Wilder gets about 3 out of that. Third and 7. Wilder pointing out, got somebody coming after me. He's right, AJ was coming. And it completes the pass, and it will be enough for a first down. They wanted targeting, but they're not going to get it. There's a flag. No, there's not a flag. Out to the 32-yard line. So that pass is only the second one that Wilder's completed. Got to do a little math here. I think they're back at the 18, so that's a 14-yard gain. Wilder hands it off, but that's not going anywhere. Handed it off that time to Boston Williams. But Williams didn't get anything. Second and 10. Wilder fakes it, keeps it, looking for space. He's up to the 35, out to the 37-yard line. He'll get the Indians 5, but that's still going to leave him short. Second and 5. So he's about 2nd and 4 as we look at it right down below. We won't begrudge him a yard. We'll give him 6. Wilder keeps it again. Met right at the 45-yard line, a flag. They're actually putting him out at the 41, which would be a gain of 3, but there's going to be flags all over. A helmet came flying off in the meantime. There's a look. Coaches are saying, what's the call? Oh, now they're having it explained to him over there on the sideline. It's against Roseburg. Personal foul, face mask, Roseburg. So, instead of fourth and very short, you now have third and super long. About 19, looks like. Third and 24 is what they're saying. Wilder back to pass, trying to get a screen set up, but that's not going anywhere. Instead of gaining yardage on that one, they lost even more. Lost a couple more on that screen pass. That puts Roseburg in punt formation. Kelly back to receive the punt. There it is. He's going to let this one go. It'll go out of bounds. See where the official stops at the 40-yard line. Well, see what the Black Tornado can do with it. 4:56 to go here in the second period. 2-touchdown lead and 60 yards to go to get a 3-touchdown lead. We'll see what's up with all of that. Table Rock Sports thanks our regional sponsors, including Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less, John L. Scott Real Estate and Travel Medford, along with the Southern Oregon Sports Commission. They're all great partners in keeping high school athletics streaming for you. High snap to get it off the tie anyway. He's across the 40, the 35. He's got space. He gets away. He's down to the 30, the 20, the 10. And there's your 60-yard touchdown, North Medford Black Tornado. Just like that. That didn't take long. Still 4:44 to go on the clock. As he took a tie, Pugliano took it around the left side, and there was just nobody home for Roseburg at all. Oh. And now as I look down on the field, take it all away. Holding. Didn't see the flag come out. Well, scratch that 60-yard run. That'll mess up the old stat book. Okay, we're back to 14-zip. Forget the touchdown. Non-block Scott. Running for his life. Completes it. Out to the 40. Gets away from one. This is AJ. AJ out to the 50-yard line and beyond. Wait, the flag. And North Medford's backing up again. Ineligible receiver downfield against the Black Tornado. Forget the pass. Penalty from the 30-yard line back to the 25. First and 25 for North Medford. Going entirely their own direction. We're down to 4:15 to go in the half. Non-block Scott will hand it off. Looking for space. Flag. scratch the run. There will be a holding here, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Back it up 10 more. It's from the spot of the foul, which is the 25. They'll back it up to the 15. First. And 35. We're going to have to pull out calculators to figure this one out. Ty back in at running back. Non-Black Scott. Back to pass. Fires it high, incomplete. Looking for AJ. Second down. All they did was stop the clock at 3:35. Give it off. Ty's got room. He's out to the 30. He gets around one. He's down to the 35. It's actually not. Yeah, it is Ty. He's finally wrestled down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 28. And we'll be able to give him that one, too. No flags. But it's still third down. 3rd and 7. That was a good run. That obviously helps the cause. 3rd and 7 is easier than 3rd and 25. Or 35, I guess, what they had. Here's a pass. It's out there. That's going to be good for the first down. That's down to the 50 and down to flag. Oh, we'll just hold on here. If it stands, it'll go as a 9-yard gain, which is a first down. So let's see. Push in the back. North Medford. From the spot of the foul, which would mean you'd still have a first. Back to the 32. We stay at third down. 3rd and about 8. Non-Black Scott going to do something. Fires it. He's got a completion. Out to the 40-yard line. Down. Get around to the 35. And is finally stopped there. And a flag. And a flag. Hold on. Nope, it is a first down. At the 34-yard line. So about a 24-yard gain. Back while our non-Black Scott goes again over the middle. It's got it to Cesario. Cesario is in. Touchdown, Black Tornado. Non-Black Scott to try the extra point. And it is Good. So now on the John L. Scott scoreboard, North Medford leads this one by a 21-0 count. We're back right after this on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
See it on national TV all the time. They tell us that funerals can average between $7,000 and $10,000. At Conger Morris, a full-service funeral, including a wooden casket, is only $4,900. We can keep our prices lower because we're local. In fact, we're the only locally owned, family-run, full-service funeral and cremation provider in the Valley. Call us today to schedule an appointment for personalized assistance with our caring staff. Conger Morris will always be there.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. North Medford leads this one 21-0 with only a minute and 36 seconds until halftime. There's another one that's going to go out of the end zone. That's pretty much where all of non-block Scots go. Go out of the end zone. No returns for North Medford most of the time. Today's game is brought to you by Schlesinger and Dave Villeneuve, attorneys with practices throughout Southern Oregon, and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful and civil behavior at youth sporting events. Fake it to Eckel. Wilder under pressure. Gets away from one. He's not going to get away from everybody. Throws it. It's incomplete. That was close to an interception. And another North Medford Black Tornado down. Looks like he's trying to get up on his own, though, which is the good news. And walking off is Jeremiah Robbins. First and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Roseburg Indians. Trailing at 21-0. Wilder and Eckel getting things straightened out back there. Wilder going to be left with no choice but to throw a lot here pretty soon. Fires again. That one's incomplete. Kelly breaking that one up. Intended for Caden Austin, but Kelly put a hand right in there. 2nd and 10. Next week, Sheldon is here. I don't know if that excites anybody, but the number 1 team in the coaches poll and about the number 8 team in the rankings will be coming to town. Talk a little bit about that at halftime. And we have timeout. Roseburg. Let's take a quick one ourselves. Right here on the table, our Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. LetUsFightForYou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Handed off to Eckel, and Eckel didn't get anything. In fact, it looks like he's probably going to lose about a yard, the way they're marking it. That's about it, too. That brings down fourth at about 11. Kelly backing up to receive the punt. Officials saying there's a timeout. I think that's about all of the. This is a North Medford timeout, so Roseburg has one more. We've only got a minute 13 to go before halftime in this 21-0 game on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Hey fans, it's time for you to get back in the game. That would be as an official. There is a critical need in all sports right now. Go to osaa.org. Click on the blue Become an Official button to learn more, and we'd like to see you back in the game soon. Whether that's on the court, the field, the pitch, wherever you might be. It would just be good to see you. So, Jacob Michael back to punt this thing for Roseburg. Nolan Kelly deep for North Medford. Kelly's got it at the 50, the 45, straight ahead. And he will have it down at the 40-yard line. About an 11-yard return that time. First and 10 for North Medford from the Roseburg 40-yard line with just over a minute to go. 1:04, if we want to be exact. North Medford will be receiving the ball to start the second half, so I don't know how much of a hurry they're going to be to try and score. If they can get it in, they would certainly take it, that's for sure. Knobloch Scott rolling, throwing, underthrown, incomplete. I was looking for AJ, but underthrew that one as he was rolling out to his right. Incomplete. As this time it was intended for Antonio Martinez, but that was off the mark. High snap, but to get it off to Ty. Ty will make up for that. He gets it out to the 35, and he'll dive ahead to the 32-yard line. A gain of 8. That'll get us down to about the 30-second mark. Give it off to Ty again. He bursts through. He's brought down, probably brought down by his own guy. But they get it down to the 21-yard line. 11 more yards for Ty. "16 seconds to go. And North Medford will use one of their timeouts as they'll meet out there to discuss exactly what they want to do with just a few seconds left in the first half. I invite you to stay tuned for the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report. And they will go over some of the unofficial stats here, as my stats are always quite unofficial. And never claim to have great accuracy on them, but an idea at least, a rough idea as to what's been going on. We'll recap the scoring. We'll take a look at other games going on in the conference. We took a look at some of the games going on in the state involving some of the higher ranked ball clubs. But when we get to halftime, we'll focus on just what's going on in the conference tonight, and there's a big one being played up in Sheldon. You probably already know about it. Non-block Scott, back to pass. Now he rolls out to his left, looking, fires it to the end zone, incomplete. Not a bad play. 2nd and 10, it saves you seconds. You're still back at the 19-yard line. You got 9 seconds to go. What do you do in 9 seconds? Well, you just take a shot at the end zone is what you do. If it doesn't work, hopefully you didn't take too long taking that shot at the end zone or throw an interception or something like that. Non-block, back to pass to the end zone. They're going to call it. Haven't called it yet. Touchdown, Black Tornado. Going up high for that one before it went out of bounds, and coming down with a foot in. Trying to get the number on the sideline. They've got him all surrounded there. And the extra point is good. So just like that, it's a 28-0 lead. So big time catch by the Black Tornado that time down there in the end zone near the sideline to make it 28-0 with 3 seconds to go. On block Scott. 3 touchdown passes in the first half alone. There's a little onside kick in the squibber taken by one of the up men for Roseburg. Gets away, but the half has arrived. At halftime, The North Medford Black Tornado lead this one 28-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We're back with the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report right after this on TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
What do you do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouth-watering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
And we welcome you back to the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report. The Medford Parks and Recreation Fall Recreation Guide is out. And did you know it's full of classes and activities for our friends that are 55 and older? Visit playmedford.com or you can call 774-2400 to learn more. 774-2400 to learn more. We are at halftime, and as you can see on the John L. Scott scoreboard, it's North Medford 28, Roseburg nothing at the half. Maybe I'll give me a moment here, and while I'm talking, well, I was going to let you see the band play, but you're not going to see the band play. So let's talk a little bit about what happened here in this first half, as it's been all North Medford, which really was not entirely unexpected by anybody that's kept up with how the Roseburg season has gone. In the first quarter, I should tell you that early on, Caden Lacey was injured and was taken off of the field. We have no report as to what happened, but he took a big hit. There was nothing vicious about it, and it wasn't a penalty type hit. He just got hit hard, and he went down and stayed. Well, he actually never got back up again. And so I'm not sure exactly what all that means, but he's undoubtedly at the hospital right now being looked at, and they'll keep him there for observation as long as they need to. So I hope that Caden Lacey is okay. So that's why you're not going to hear much about Caden Lacey. But in the first quarter, Knobloch Scott came in relief. He threw a 15-yard pass to Cicero. The extra point was good. It was 7-0. And then Waila Hua ran it in 38 yards out. That was with 9:36 to go in the second period. The extra point was good. It's 14-0. In the second period, North Medford really got it going. They scored 21 points in the second period. Again, non-block Scott, a 34-yard pass to Cicero, their second time that they had connected. The PAT was good, 21-0. And then non-block Scott, with only 3 seconds left to go in the half, fired one to Card, 19 yards. And PAT was good. And it was 28-0, as you can see on the John L. Scott scoreboard. So it's really not any different than probably what was expected. And everybody expected North Medford to continue their winning ways and handle this one pretty easily and making themselves 4-0 in conference play. But we are about 24 minutes ahead of ourselves in our thinking there, because Roseburg will have something, I'm sure, to say about it, as North Medford will receive the second half kickoff. When we come back, we'll try to look at some individual stats for you for both teams. We'll do that right after this timeout on TableRockSports.net.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one. Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. We are at Spiegelberg Stadium tonight, Cobb Field, and on the John L. Scott scoreboard, it's North Medford 28, Roseburg nothing. Let's take a look at some individual stats. We'll take the visitors first. Roseburg, they have a Eckel. I guess they're used to using last names that you never think about their first one. Caden Eckel has 30 yards rushing. This is quite unofficial, so don't take this as the exact thing. Somebody else is keeping the exact. We're trying to be exact. Jace Wilder has 10 yards rushing, and that's it. Just 40 yards rushing is all we have for Roseburg. We only have them with 12 yards passing. The passing game has not been super successful for the Roseburg Indians tonight. Meanwhile, for North Medford, Ty Pugliano has, I call him Pugliano, it should be Pugliano. They wanted, somebody corrected me tonight, I think it was the coach. But anyway, Ty Pugliano has 84 yards rushing. JT Knobloch Scott in relief has 125 yards passing and 3 touchdowns here in the first half. The leading receiver for North Medford is Connor Cesaro. So that's kind of the way things look here. And North Medford has dominated this from the beginning. And Roseburg really has had no field position to work with, starting at their own 20-yard line, or maybe even a whole lot deeper than that in most cases, as they try to dig themselves out of a hole. But the Black Tornado looking to continue this winning streak that they've got going. They've won 3 in a row now in conference. Things started out at the beginning of the season. Didn't look like it was going to go this way for the Black Tornado. I'm sure the team would tell me they fully expected this to happen. That's about what I do, too, is I chuckle. But nonetheless, they have turned it around here in conference play, 3-0. They win this one, they move to 4-0, and it'll be an interesting game. We're getting ready to talk about what's going on around the rest of the conference as we are at halftime here. The Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report. We'll have more of that for you right after this timeout as you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind, or discovering a place that feeds your hunger, where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore? So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Fuel up for your race day adventures with Pinnacle 365. Pit for your early morning caffeine fix to help you get off to a good start and be rewarded with free motivation. Stay hydrated as you ride into Turn 2. And if fountain drinks are your thing, get your 6th free. Add Crunch to your lunch as you head into Turn 3. Fuel up for the remainder of the race with your Peak Rewards app and save at least 16 cents a gallon. Your daily journey to the winner's circle starts at Pinnacle 365.
And I welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day. Right here from Spiegelberg Stadium. It's on TableRockSports.net. And it's powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Trying to get things to work here like they're supposed to. Have you ever tried to do that with technology? The Medford Parks and Recreation Department invites you to discover all the great classes, field trips, activities, and sports leagues for the fall activities coming up. Visit playmedford.com to find something for everyone in the family. Let's take a look at what else is going on around the conference tonight. As the big game is up in Sheldon, where South Medford, the number 8 ranked team, or the number 4 ranked team, excuse me, is taking on Sheldon, the number 4 ranked team. Of course, both of them are 3-0 in conference play. So somebody comes out of there with the lead in making a claim for the conference title, which is a few more weeks to go before we get that figured out. But it'll be interesting to see whether Sheldon comes in here with a loss or whether they come in undefeated, because they are here next week at Spiegelberg Stadium. In fact, the North Medford Black can I talk tonight? The North Medford Black Tornadoes schedule is an interesting one in that they have Sheldon, which is, I don't want to say it's an unwinnable game, but let's just say on paper right now, Sheldon is probably favored, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. It's just a piece of paper saying that. And then they have McNary, which you would think is going to be a win, which would set them up with South Medford and the black and blue game. Be interesting to see what happens if South Medford comes into that game undefeated, and if North Medford is, say, 5-1 at the time, or whether they're both undefeated. I mean, we're going to be arguing here, folks, on that last game of the season at Spiegelberg Stadium. We're going to be debating who's going to be first and who's going to be second, who's going to be third, and right on down the line. So the black and blue game is shaping up to be a huge one this year in terms of determining playoff positioning. The rest of the action before we run out of time here. McNary is at South Salem. 0-3 West Salem is at 1-2 Sprague. 1-2 Grants Pass is up at 2-1 North Salem tonight. So that's what's going on around the conference. Let's take one more quick break right here as you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
How do you find information about paying for medical treatment after a car crash? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
I just got the best deal at US Cellular. Just $29 for one line.
For the first month only, right? That's how they get you.
For as long as I want. Why so skeptical?
I was told she'd weigh 30 pounds.
Get unlimited data for just $29 per line, even just one. Only at US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Get one line for just $29 at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive US Cellular authorized agent. Visit souscellular.com for details.
So what do you do when you can't work because you were injured on the job? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
The halftime report was brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. You go to playmedford.com where you can learn about Discovery Preschool for 3-year-olds and day camps for older kids. Registration for fall is happening now. Sign up at playmedford.com or call the Santos Center at 774-2400 to get started. 774-2400. Here we go, second half action. North Medford to receive it. Oh, there's a little squib kick. It's going to be just fallen on right there instantly by the Black Tornado. Getting on that was Matthew Gripsma. He did the right thing. He didn't even bother to try and return it. Starting 1st and 10 now at their own 38-yard line. Trying to keep this going. Give it up to Ty. Ty looking for space. He's going to get out to about the 40-yard line. maybe the 41, depending on how nice they are about it. They'll give him the 41. A little slow to get up, but managing to do so eventually is Dylan Bradfield for Roseburg. And he made it to the sideline on his own. 2nd and 7 from the Roseburg 41 is what North Medford has. Just the start of the third period. Now the clock will get going. Wilder will pitch it to AJ. AJ finds space. He gets across the 45 to the 47-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. I don't think we've ever seen AJ run the ball on the pitch before. Gain of about 5 there. From the 48-yard line, they set up. Now give it off to brother Ty. Ty spins away. He's down to the 35. He gets away for one more. Inside the 30. Down to very near the 25. But hold on, flag. Right at the 50-yard line. Bring it back. Holding. So instead of a first down, it's going to quickly become 1st and 20. Not quite 20. 18. Again, they pitch it off to AJ. AJ, it doesn't get very far. He'll pick up 2. It's a nice wrinkle. I just don't know. It's working quite like they were thinking. Hasn't really netted them a lot of yards so far. Here's the screen. They got it out there to Card. Card's across the 50 to 45. Let's see how far across the 45 to the 43. 15-yarder. That didn't go very far either. Got it down to the 40-yard line, so get a no gain basically. Oh, the 1st and 10. All right, so he got a couple. Here to the first man through. He's down to the 25. He's down to the 20-yard line. Wailahua down to the 20. Give this one to the first man through, who is Robbins with the carry. And Robbins will take it inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. Gain of about 8 there. Robbins lined up again in the backfield. They'll give it to him. He's to the 10. He's to the 5-yard line. A couple of nice runs by Jeremiah Robbins. And with 8:03 to go, the Black Tornado threaten again with 1st and goal, now from the 5-yard line. All right, now the plan may be just hand it to Robbins and see what he can do. There's a pass to the end zone. Touchdown. Black Tornado. That's to A.J. Pugliano. And that comes with 7:36 to go. And the extra point is good. So, we take a break on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's now North Medford 35, Roseburg nothing, as you listen to TableRockSports.net.
New phone?
Yeah. With US Cellular, I got to pick any phone that I wanted for free. And I was already a customer.
Any brand? With any size?
Mm-hmm. I got exactly what I wanted. It was great to have so many different options.
New and current customers can get any phone from any brand free, only at US Cellular.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
And welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day on TableRockSports.net as Knobloch Scott kicks it out of bounds. 35-0 now, North Medford on top. And you can see by the John L. Scott scoreboard, John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. Roseburg with it at their own 20. Long way to go now to get back into this one. Wilder wants to pitch it. They drop him. It's Eckel with a 3-yard loss at least. Back to the 17. First drive of the second half for the Indians. 6:23 to go, third period. North Medford looking to close this game out. I think we can say that they were ready to play. Didn't fall into the old proverbial trap game by looking ahead. Took this game seriously. Wilder back to pass. Fires it out to his right. Incomplete. They're going to get pass interference on Nolan Kelly. There's actually another flag out there, wondering if they're the same thing. Bringing him back to the line of scrimmage, and here we go. Yep. Be a first down. Out to the 32-yard line. That'll make it 1st and 10 from there. Wilder, long count. Now he's got it. Back to pass, and he's going to be dropped. Card is one of them that got there. The other one was Abbott. Drop him back to the 24-yard line, a loss of 8. Looking to pass, but he had nowhere to go. Second and 18. They're setting up another blitz. Black Tornado are. Here it comes. They're going to have Wilder throw deep. Wilder's incomplete. Kelly gets there to knock that one away. There is no flag this time. Looking that time, Wilder was for Boston Williams, but step by step right there with him was Kelly. Kelly batted it away. No pass interference this time. 3rd and 18. Here they come again. Robbins threatening to blitz. Now he steps up. We got 5 on the line. He got through. Here's Wilder, though. He takes off the other way. He's at the 30. He's going to have the first down as he gets it out to... Oh, he's not going to have the first down. I'm sorry. He gets it out to the 38-yard line. That was a good gain. So 3rd and 5 after a 15-yard gain. Oh, 4th and 5, excuse me. Lost it down. And that's out of bounds at the 40-yard line, 35-yard line. So that's where North Medford will start with 2:43 to go, 3rd period. Leading this one 35-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. What can they do? Well, we'll find out. Knobloch Scott has thrown for 3 touchdowns. Card, the running back, he breaks to cross the 40. He gets outside, and he'll be brought down at about the 45-yard line, which is going to be a 10-yard gain. Have everybody at running back tonight. So 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Keep Card as the running back. No, that wasn't Card as a running back. I'm sorry, that was Robinson, the running back. But they screened it out there to the side. There's going to be a flag. They got it out to Card, but forget it. There's a flag. There's a couple of flags at the 48-yard line. Holding. North Medford. Back it up and it'll become 1st and 20 from their 35-yard line. Not quite their 35. Spot of the foul will make it to 37. So about, that's not 20 yards, it's more like 18. Let's figure it out here as we look at it. 40, 45, 40, yeah, about 18, 17. And give it off this time. And getting out there good yardage to end the quarter practically out to the 49-yard line. Put it right at the 50, so they actually got very good yardage out of that. He got 15. I don't know. They're not interested in running a play. So there's the end of the third period. So at the end of 3 on the John L. Scott scoreboard, it now reads North Medford 35, Roseburg nothing on TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Welcome back to Spiegelberg Stadium. The Lithia Superstore game of the day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Here comes the Black Tornado looking to get going again as they take that down to the 35-yard line. Say his name like the announcer just said it. Lahua. Waylahua. I'll get there yet. I struggled with it last year too. I'm just not doing well with some of the names these days. They're getting complicated. That's Card. Card will get a yard. Oh, excuse me, Jeremiah Robbins. Robbins will get. Well, officially he gets a yard. Even though they didn't really move this anything. Robbins will stay in as the running back. Card will split way out to the left. Now block Scott. Back to pass. Sets up the screen to AJ. AJ's at the 30. AJ's at the 20. AJ dodges one and is down inside the 15-yard line. Let's see where they put this one down. It looks like the 14. Exactly. $20-yard gain. So North Medford threatening again. Give it to Robbins. Robbins avoids one, drags the other one with him, and then is knocked down after just about a 1-yard gain. Was on the 14. They're going to say, I got to put the glasses on it. The scoreboard says he got a yard. The way the official marked it, looked like he got nothing. I'm going to give him nothing. Not because I'm hard-nosed, but I don't think he got anything. Here's Robbins again. This time he's out to his right side looking for the corner. He's got the corner. He's in the end zone, too. Touchdown. Black Tornado. That'll move the score. 41-0. And the PAT is good. So, we'll take a quick timeout here as the score now reads on the John L. Scott scoreboard. North Medford 42, Roseburg nothing on TableRockSports.net.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. 42-0 lead right now for the North Medford Black Tornado. We have 8:07 to go in the fourth. I don't think that qualifies as a running clock. I think we have to do 45. I don't think North Medford's quite there yet. There's another touchback. Well, I may be wrong there. Got the clock in motion already. Officials not telling anybody to stop it either. So, running clock situation here. North Medford playing 10-man football, which I don't know if anybody plays that. Here's Wilder on the run, looking to pass. He'll fire this one down, and it's complete. Dane St. Clair. Nice gain of 22. That's the first pass thrown in this second half. See if they look for St. Clair again. He's out here. Yep, they do. Little screen this time. Trying to get around. He does get around. Stays in bounds, then knocked out of bounds. I don't think he got a lot on that. Well, a little more than I thought. Put him out at the 50-yard line. That'll be a gain of 8. All of a sudden, St. Clair is their most productive receiver. 2nd and 2 from the 50-yard line. Give it to Eckel. Eckel gets across to the 45. He gets a block from St. Clair. He's down to the 30 and out of bounds. There's whistles everywhere and a flag. That's why. Claire on the other side of the field. Oh, it's a sideline warning against Roseburg. Take that back. Must have been against North Medford. Oh, you're right. I'm going the wrong way here. He pointed that to North Medford, a sideline warning. 15-yard penalty. That'll take it down to the 15-yard line. No sideline warning. It's a sideline penalty this time. Give it to Eckel. Eckel to the 10, looking to get to the end zone. He's there. Touchdown, Roseburg. So with 5:17 to go, 5:19 actually, Roseburg gets on the scoreboard. Coming in for the extra point is Landon Hodges. And Hodges' extra point is no good. So we'll take another just very quick break here. As the John L. Scott scoreboard now says that it's North Medford 42, Roseburg 6 on the table on TableRockSports.net.
See it on national TV all the time. They tell us that funerals can average between $7,000 and $10,000. At Conger Morris, a full-service funeral, including a wooden casket, is only $4,900. We can keep our prices lower because we're local. In fact, we're the only locally owned, family-run, full-service funeral and cremation provider in the Valley. Call us today to schedule an appointment for personalized assistance with our caring staff. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. John L. Scott scoreboard shows that Roseburg managed to get on the scoreboard before the game ended. 42-36. There's 4:40 to go. I don't think that stops the running clock situation. I think once you get that started, that's the way it goes for the rest of the game, but we'll see. That's going to go out of bounds. That means that North Medford will start at their own 35-yard line. And indeed, we got a stoppage here. We have an injury. That's the last thing Roseburg needs is another injury. You can look down right here. The Roseburg bench is right in front of us, but you can see Brody Robinson on crutches. See who else I can see. Number 68, Wyatt Mills, is not suited up. I was already told that Tiger Black is not playing, and another number of other players not here tonight for the Roseburg Indians. So they seriously don't need any more problems. And this is number 27 coming off, Nick Parrish. Kind of limping. Kind of managing to getting faster as closer he gets to the sideline. So maybe. A lot of confusion all of a sudden. So North Medford will start in. Watching all the action down below me. A lot of confusion. Here's a good run. Taking off and getting away. And they're not going to tell us much of anything anymore. That was number 35, but I don't have a 35 on my roster. In fact, I've only got 130. So I'm not sure who it is, which I apologize. Maybe if they say his name over the PA, we'll catch it that way. From the 44-yard line, though, they take it, or make it to 46, and will gain 6 out of it. That'll make it 2nd and 4. So yeah, I'm not sure who 35 is. We don't have a 35 on the North Medford roster. Here's Knobloch Scott scrambling for his life, and he's going to get out of bounds. He's going to lose yardage, though. Maybe not. Maybe he's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage. He does. That's pretty amazing. There's only 1:45 left to go in the game. North Medford isn't going to put it up. They're just going to go with the idea of put it on the ground and run as much clock as you can. Which is what they, ooh, that almost was a bad handoff, and they almost lost it, but Knobloch Scott rescued it. Unfortunately, for no gain. 3rd and 4. But by the time they run this one, we're going to be inside a minute. If they could get a first down here on 4th, well, the down marker says 4th and 4. Scoreboard says 3rd and 4. Who's right? I'm going to find out in just a moment because they certainly didn't get the first down on that. Scoreboard's going to say that it's 4th and 4. And the scoreboard's wrong. It was 1st and 10 now for Roseburg. 15 seconds to go. And that's going to be it. Nobody's going to run another play. They're just lining up to shake hands. So this becomes a final here at Spiegelberg Stadium. And North Medford has won its 4th in a row. Now they run the record to 4-0 in conference play, 4-2 overall. So they're making up some progress, and next week they're going to see Sheldon. Be interesting to see how that turns out. We invite you to stay tuned for the Southern Oregon Sports Commission Know Your Role post-game show, where we'll recap what happened and take a look at some, at least the leaders, stat-wise, and recap the scoring for you on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
And across the way, they sing the victor song of North Medford High School, as they have another victory here racked up tonight on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. This is the Southern Oregon Sports Commission Know Your Role post-game show. Let's take a look at the scoring. Basically, it was just North Medford all the way across, as you can tell from the John L. Scott scoreboard. North Medford got on to, in fact, North Medford, this is all North Medford scoring, as they scored on a 15-yard pass right there in the first period, 7-0. The first of about 4 for Knobloch Scott. They scored in the second quarter with 9:36 to go on a 38-yard run. They stuck the PAT through, and it was 14-0. Then Knobloch Scott hooked up with Cesaro, and they did that with 1:36 to go. And it was a 34-yard pass. The extra point was good, 21-0. And just before halftime, Knobloch Scott hooked up with Card for a 19-yard pass. The extra point was good, 28-0. In the third period, North Medford hooked up again. This was Knobloch Scott with A.J. Pugliano at a 5-yard pass. The extra point was good, 35-0. And then Jeremiah Robbins with 8:35 to go in the fourth scored on a 13-yard run, 42-0. To close out the scoring, Roseburg got on the board when Eckel ran it in from 15 yards out. The extra point was no good. That's how we got the 42-6 score. When we come back, we'll take a look at some individual stats. Well, just basically the leaders for this game, as you're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouth-watering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome back to the Southern Oregon Sports Commission Know Your Role post-game show, where we're looking at what happened on this 42-6 victory on the John L. Scott scoreboard for North Medford on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day. Let's take a look at leaders for Roseburg. I had Eckel down with 62 yards. He was about the only offense that they had going for them. The only other one that had positive rushing yardage was Jace Wilder with 13. Jace Wilder ended up with, didn't add his passing up, but let me see, I can do it quickly here, with about 42 yards passing. And so they didn't have much offense going for them. Let's just put it that way. For North Medford, they were led by the Ty Pugliano with 87 yards. And also, I'll look it up here again, Wayla Hua had 88 yards, as they really just ran everybody tonight. Jeremiah Robbins had 30. Knobloch Scott, JT Knobloch Scott, ended up with, I have it for 165 yards and 4 touchdowns. In a relief effort, he stepped in early in the first quarter to take over for Caden Lacey, but he did a nice job. 4 touchdowns passing tonight. And the leading receiver was actually Connor Cesaro, as he had 73 yards rushing or receiving and a couple of touchdowns to go with it. So that's the way things look from here, as North Medford now has moved themselves out to 4-0 in conference play, 4-2 overall with this win. And now they await. They wait for Sheldon, who is taking on South Medford tonight. No score. So I don't know what the score is up there, but we'll get it later. You'll get it later, and we'll all know. But that's going to be a big one next week. Sheldon and North Medford, as we start to play not only for playoff positioning here in the last few weeks, but we start to play now for a conference title. We'd like to thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank North Medford High School for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on Table Rock Sports. Our next Table Rock Sports production for North Medford is going to be tomorrow, and you might make note of this. Somebody did anyway. Caught my attention on Facebook. Tomorrow's game for North Medford and Sheldon begins at 2 o'clock. That's an hour later than was scheduled. So please make note of that. Varsity will be playing at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Table Rock Sports will be there. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. North Medford 42, Roseburg 6. This has been a special presentation at Table Rock Sports. The executive producer is Joe Brett. I'm Terry Ross saying thanks for watching and good night from Spiegelberg Stadium in Medford, Oregon.